Hello friends, we're changing it up for Christmas because I took my legendary set and I put it away because I was playing out in my kitchen and I just put it away. I broke out my DC deck building set and it just happens to be the same day that Wonder Woman 84 gets released. Yay! If you're going to see it in theaters, please be safe, but I'm going to watch it in the comfort of my own home. It's only available on HBO Max for 31 days, so I'm going to watch it then. And so we're going to play some DC deck building. Woohoo! I haven't played this in a minute, so I had to remember that it's 5 cards for each hand. And so we're on round 2 of my tournament of champions. So you see this nice little stack here with all my heroes plus the 2 I have out. So basically, I'm on round 2. And for round 2, I'm only playing with the original base set and also the JSA expansion and I'm playing with the JSA supervillains. So yeah. So shall we get started? Hopefully you understand how to play this game. I'll try my best to explain as I go. But today's heroes are Nightwing, and it's the regular version. I just made the Nightwing red because the other one's Nightwing blue. The first time you play an equipment during your turn, you get +1 power. The second time you play an equipment during your turn, you draw a card. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then Bizzaro, which is a pretty bizarre card. When you destroy a card, gain a weakness. During your turn, you may put 2 weakness cards from your discard pile on top of the weakness stack. If you do, draw a card. So he wants all the weaknesses. Okay. Alright, let's get things started. I haven't played with the GSA set for a while, so some of these things it's gonna take me a minute to talk about. So I have 3 punches, so 3 power. So I'm gonna start by getting a power ring because it's an equipment. Why not? Okay, and that's that turn. Oh, I like that card. Super strength. Okay. We have 4 power. Well, we have 4 punches. So with that, I don't know what to get. See this Swamp Thing. Excuse me. It's nice and rainy up here in Boston. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates Christmas, and happy holidays to everyone who does not. Many people may be watching. And out comes Nth Metal. Okay. So we have 4 punches and a vulnerability, so we have 4 power. With 4 power, I'm gonna buy this Nth Metal for 3, and that's it. Okay, now we're gonna shuffle for a new hand. Yeah, I've bought 2 equipment, so that's great. So my goal for Nightwing is to buy all the equipment. I haven't figured out a tactic for Bizzaro just yet, but I will get there. I guess I could get things destroy cards, because when I destroy a card, I gain a weakness, so. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because this game is usually so short, I can probably get in a couple of games today, which is awesome, which I'm excited about. Okay. So I have 3 punches, so I have 3 power. So with 3 power, I'm gonna buy a kick. The first kick of the game. First kick of the game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I have Nth Metal. It says get +1 power. Look at the top card of your deck, you may destroy it. So that's great. So I'm gonna look at the top card of my deck. I may destroy it. I am not gonna destroy this power ring. But because I played my first equipment, first time you play equipment, which I did during my turn, I get +1 power. So I get 2 power, 2 vulnerabilities, 3 power, Other vulnerabilities. 4 power, so I have 4 power from all that. I think I'm gonna get Clayface. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, I'm gonna play Swamp Thing. If I control location, plus 5 power. If I do not, it's plus 2 power. So it's plus 2 power, which is not bad. I don't have location yet, so we're gonna want to get some location. So I have 2 power, 3 power, 4 power, and 2 vulnerabilities. Ugh, 1 power away from getting a location. Arkham Asylum's out there. So I have 4 power. 4 power. Do I just get another kick? Or do I get the super speed, which is the defense card, and allows me to draw a card? I think I'm gonna get the super speed. It's a defense card and allows me to draw a card as well. So defense cards will come in handy at some point in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have Martian John Jones, so I like John Jones. Alright, so reveal top card of your deck. If it costs 1 or greater, plus 2 power, otherwise 3. So it's probably gonna cost 0. So 2 power for me. If it costs 1 or greater, 3 power, sorry. Otherwise 2. So 2 power. And I play an equipment, so I get 3 power for that. 4 power, 5 power, 6 power, 7 power. Ooh, enough to get super strength, which is 5 power. And also get chance. I think I'm gonna get super strength because, yeah, getting super strength because that's a card I like. It's 5 power just off the bat. You know, it's kind of great. 1. I'm gonna shuffle for 4. One, two, three, 4. This huge deck is casting a shadow, which is not fun, but alright, Bizzaro. And we have Solomon Grundy. All dressed up and dazzled out. So I have 1, 2, and a vulnerability. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get Arkham Asylum because it's a location of 1. So that means I can start getting a villain. So when you play your first time, you play your first villain each of your turn, draw a card. So I can start also getting villains, which is fine, which I can do. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. And we have Two-Face. All right. So I'm gonna play Nth Metal. Looks like top part of my deck. You may destroy it. And it is a punch. I'm going to destroy it. I know it's early game. I'm going to destroy it. Why not? So just trying to figure out what to do with that. Okay. Destroy it. Yeah, let's take. I have toilet paper over here. So I'm just going to get rid of it. It's going to go over here. So destroy it. And then I get 2 power because I have 1 and then 1 for that. And then I'm gonna play this, reveal top card of my deck. It's a vulnerability. Oh my gosh. It should play first. Okay. So I get 2 power, and then it says I may draw a card. Yay, I get to draw a vulnerability. So I have 4 power right now, 5 power, 6 power, 11 power, which is great. Now Solomon Grundy over here is only 8, and he's our first villain. So I'm gonna take him out. So, oh, he has stack ongoing. I have to, so stack ongoing, I should, Solomon Grundy cannot be defeated unless you play a starter this turn. I did play starter, so I can defeat him. And then he goes in my discard pile, and he's plus 3 power, so that's great to have. Alright, so that was 8, so I have 3 more power left. 3 power left, and I'm gonna get a kick. Alright, let's see what this next villain is gonna be. Next super villain is gonna be, I'm sorry. Let me get Nightwing's hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, our next super villain is Icicle, and his first appearance attack, each player gains weakness for each hero in the lineup. There are 2 heroes in the lineup, so each player will gain a weakness unless they have a defense. For each player will gain 2 weaknesses unless they have a defense. Let's look at Nightwing first. Pretty sure he doesn't have a defense. He does not, so he gains 2 weaknesses. Oops. 1, 2. And even if I had a defense, I think I'd still take it because Solomon Grundy's power. So he has 2 weaknesses. And Icicle is 10 to beat, so I think we can do that. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put out Arkham Asylum. So the first thing you play a villain, each of your turns draw a card. Put that over here by Solomon Grundy. Hopefully I don't forget. And then if you control location, place 1 thing. If you control location, you get 5 plus power. I do control location now. So I have 5 power. And what I'm gonna do then is use Bizzaro's power. I'm gonna put 2 weaknesses from my discard pile on top of the weakness stack. Bam. And then I'm going to draw a card. 5 power, 6 power, 7 power, 8 power, 10 power. So I can take out Icicle too. Bam, take him out. All right, Icicle is taken out. See how this game just kind of rolls once you get some power in you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now for our first appearance attack for our new supervillain, and it is... What? I can't see. Oh. Moruro the Merciless? Moruro the Merciless, I think. I think his name is. Moruro the Merciless. I think that's an O. Yeah, Moruro the Merciless. Oh, I don't like that name. Each player discards a card will cost 3 or greater. Okay. And he is 9 to attack. And by the way, I'm using the JSA supervillains. I'm fighting all 8 of them because there's only 8. Must discard a card that costs 3 or greater. I don't have a card that costs 3 or greater in this hand. And this hand I do. So I'm gonna have to discard. Oh, it's a defense card anyhow. May discard this card to avoid an attack if you do draw 2 cards. Amazing. Draw 2 cards. Alright. There we go. Okay. So I have 3 punches and 2 vulnerabilities. So I have 3 power. 3 power. I'm gonna buy a kick. All right. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, so 2 punches, so 2 power, 3 power, 4 power, and 2 vulnerability. 4 power, 2 vulnerability, and I want a villain, so I'm gonna get 2 face. And I have 2 power left. I can't do anything with that. So whereas in Legendary, you as soon as you buy something from the bank or the HQ or whatever, you line up HQ, whatever you want to call it. You flip it over. But here you have to wait till the end of till the start of your next turn. 1. Which I think is cool. Two, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And there we go. Like that. Okay. And we have a bat signal. Okay. Not so critical for Robin to buy. We have the 2 weaknesses and a vulnerability, which is fun. And we have a punch for 1 power. And we have Clear Face that says choose the card you played to start and play it again. Affects the power generated the first time you played it remain. Which is not great. So I have 2 power. Yay. Can do absolutely nothing. So that's a waste of turn. I didn't even play equipment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, and I have 3 vulnerabilities and 2 punches, so 2 power. Another wasted turn. Alright. Alright. Yeah. That's fun. Not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 4, 5. Alright, so I have a punch, a vulnerability, so 1 power, 2 power, 3 power, and 5 power. So I have 8 power, sorry, 8 power. Sure, let's buy this utility belt. And let's buy a kick. I mean, I could have bought John Jones, but I didn't, so fine. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 punches, 3 power, 5 power with the kick, and then this is draw a card. So 5 power, drawing a card. It says +1 power and choose 2 face. +1 power, choose even or odd, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs matches your choice, draw it. If you do not, discard it. 0 is even. Okay. So I have 6 power and then like 0. It's 10. Oh, even. I'm sorry, even. So it's this. I would say even anyhow. So it's icicle. So 3 plus. Choose a foe. That foe flips a superhero face down until the end of his next turn. Wow, that sucks. For Nightwing. So I have 1, 2, and then I get to draw a card. So I draw it. Then I get to draw a card because I played 2 face. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and then you get to flip this around. So no longer Nightwing using equipment until the end of his next turn. Wow, that's harsh. All right, so I have 10. So I'm going to take out Bizzaro, the Merciless for that. I have one left over. Nothing I can really do with one. So, all right, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. All right, and we have another supervillain coming out with their first appearance attack. And who may that be? That is going to be Gentleman Ghost. All right, first appearance attack. Each player destroys 2 different cards with cost 1 or greater from his discard pile. Destroys. Ouch. From his discard pile. That is horrible. 1 or greater? Oh my gosh. 2 different cards, 1 or greater. I have a kick and I have play face and I have utility belt and I have super strength. I'm not getting rid of super strength, so I'm gonna get rid of kick. And it pains me to get rid of Clayface. So those get destroyed. Oh my gosh. Just making sure I don't have a defense card in my hand. I do not. Okay. So those get destroyed. They don't get discarded, they get destroyed. Okay, let's see here. Do I have a defense card in my hand? I do not. But I don't have a discard pile. So Bizzaro lucked out. These attacks are working for Bizzaro, I guess. Because, you know, it just does. And he's 13 to take out. Okay. So Solomon Grundy for 3. So that's 5. I'm gonna play this for 1, so 6. Look at the top part of my deck. I may destroy it. I'm not going to destroy it. It's a kick. So I have 6. Okay, reveal top part of my deck. If it costs 1 or greater, 3 plus power, it does. So 3. So I have 9 and a vulnerability. 9 power and a vulnerability. Gosh. I think I'm gonna get this John Jones because I think it's a great card. And then I'm gonna get a kick for 3. All right, that was harsh to get rid of Clayface. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. Yeah, that hurt. 4, 5. Okay. Having to destroy those cards. Gentleman Ghost is not fun. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. And this gets flipped back over because it's the end of this turn. All right. We're gonna play. I have 3 punches here, so 3 power. If I control location, 5 power, so I have 8 power. And then we got Icicle again. So 11 power. And then Nightwing gets flipped over again. And then Arkham Asylum, because I played a villain, I get to draw a card. So I have 11 power, 12 power. Of course, 1 short from defeating him. So I'm going to get Solomon Grundy for 6. And then when you buy a game this villain, you put him on top of your deck. Nice. So he goes on top of my deck. So then I have 6 left over. So with my 6 left over, I'm going to buy this King of Atlantis because it allows me to destroy cards. And then I have 1 left over. Can't do anything with that. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got 5. I'm pretty sure I got 5. This one just seems extremely thick. Just thick. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. We filled that lineup. And we got Robin. It's hard to see because it's so dark outside. Number 1. And Batmobile. Okay. And Nightwing is still flipped over. Okay. Alright, so I have 3 for Solomon Grundy, 5 for Kick, 7 for Kick, 8 and 9. I have 9 power. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this Bat Signal for 5. And so I have 4 power left over. Let's get the Batman for 2. Now 2 power left over. Nothing I can get for 2. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're gonna flip Nightwing back over. Hopefully, well, Icicle won't be coming back for a while. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Sorry. The vacuum again. I knew that I drew too many cards. Okay, so we'll put that back. Okay, and here we go. We fill the lineup, and we have Scarecrow. Scarecrow has, oh, nope, that's the only one playing solo, Monty. And then we have Zatanna, Zatara. Okay. All right, so we are going to play Solomon Grundy for 3. And I played a villain, so I get to draw a deck for Arkham Asylum, draw a card for Arkham Asylum. I'm going to choose Even for Two-Face. So I have 4, and it's even. It's a vulnerability. Okay, 4, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm gonna draw a card for super speed. That's another vulnerability. Yay! So I have 8. With 8, I'm gonna buy Scarecrow for 5. So I have 3 left over. High-Tech Hero. Yeah, I'm gonna buy High-Tech Hero. So there is that. All right. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle for 2. And 1, 2. And there's that. Okay. Okay, let's refill the lineup. And it is Green Arrow's Bow and the Bat Signal. Okay. So I'm gonna play this utility belt. So I have 2 power at the end of the game. If you have 4 or more other equipment in your deck, this card is for 5 BP. Alright, so that's awesome. So utility decks, so for 2 power, punch for 3, another punch for 4, another punch for 5, and a vulnerability. So I have 5 power. I'm gonna get another Bat Signal because that'll help me. Alright. Oh, and I played equipment, so I get to get +1 power. So I actually had 6. So yeah, so not really about that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay, so 3 punches. So 3 power. And then this allows me, says that may shuffle all cards that cost 1 or greater from your discard pile into your deck. I don't have a discard pile, unfortunately, so but this is still 3 power, so I have 6 power. 6 power and vulnerability. So with that, I'd like to buy Harley Quinn for 2. And then I'd like to buy Green Arrow's bow for 4. So I just took the equipment because I didn't want Nightwing to have it. So I have to, so when I'm playing by myself and playing 2 different characters, I have to think about me playing as if I was playing with other people. 4, 5, and that can be difficult sometimes. All right. Super Speed and Catwoman. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play Nth Metal. So that's 1 plus power, and I get another power because I played equipment. If it looks top card in my deck, I may destroy it. I will destroy it. It's a vulnerability. Get out of here. All right. And then so it's 2 power. I have 2 weaknesses. Yay! Right. 2 power, 4 power, and then with this, I have 9 power. Still not enough to take out Gem and Ghost, but with 9 power. Buy this Robin for 3. And then we have 6 left. Alright. Let's get this Catwoman for 2. So I have 4 left. You guys get this Atlantis Tar for 4. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle for 1. And then we have 1. Okay. Actually fill the lineup. We have Mystic Bolts and Monument Point. They're all from crossover 1. There's another one, crossover 1. Scythe. Crossover 1 was very similar to the original set, so that's why I picked that one, which is the GSA set. So, alright, so I'm gonna play Scarecrow. It's 2 power, each foe gains weakness unless he has a defense. Probably doesn't. No defense here, so again, weakness. So that's what I'm gonna do. Gaining a weakness. Alright, so it's 2 power. And I played a villain, so I get to draw a card. It's 3 power, 4 power, 6 power, and then this is 9 power, and Nightwing gets flipped over again. 9 power and a vulnerability. Yay, right? 9 power and a vulnerability. Let's get this Scythe. Okay, put that for 3. I have 6 power left. Monument Point, yeah. I'm gonna get this for 6 as well. So there we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We have a Gorilla Grodd and an Hourglass, the Hourglass. So So for our man, which is great. Okay, we're going to play Power Rings, so we get +1 power, but we get to reveal the top card of our deck. It costs 1 or greater, 3 plus power. It does. It's the Batmobile, so we get 3 power, 4 power. No, we don't get 4 power because Nightwing slips over. So we get 3 power, 4 power, 5 power, and this John Jones says play the top card of the supervillain stack and then return it to the top of the deck. Okay, so the top card is this. The first appearance stack does not happen. Put all cards that cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. Then you may pass the card from your hand into the discard pile of each foe. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna get rid of this weakness and pass it to my friend's house, Bizzaro. Alright. That goes back. So what was our attack? So I have 5 attack. 5 power. Sorry, 5 power. I'm going to go for Gorilla Grodd. Or I should go for Hourglass. Let's see what Hourglass is. Hourglass. Choose another card that costs 6 or less you play this turn. At the end of the turn, put that card into your hand. Yeah, let's go for this. 4. And then I have 5, so it's 1 left. I don't have anything for it. 5 for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that ends that turn. And Nightwing gets flipped back over. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay, let's refill the lineup. And we have Utility Belt. Okay. Alright. Vulnerability, which is fun, yeah. 3 power for Solomon Grundy. I play villains, I get to draw a card. 4 power, and I'm gonna say even. It is, I get to draw it. So it's 4 power, 5 power. I control location, so that is 10 power. And then you may destroy a card in your discard pile. If you do, 3 power. That's great. So I'm going to destroy his vulnerability. So it's 3 power. And when I destroy a card, gain weakness. And then when I have 2 weaknesses in my discard pile, I can put them in the stack and draw a card. Okay, awesome. All right. So 10 power, 13 power, 14 power, and if you play or have played a superhero equipment this turn, plus 3 power, otherwise it's 1. I have not. So 15 power. I'm gonna take out Gentleman Ghost. He's gone. Take him out. I have 2 power left. Nothing I can do with that. So that was a good turn. So now we wait to see who the next supervillain is. Okay. All right. All right. One, two, three. Oops. I forgot I had this one. All right. Now we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right, here we go. Who we have as our new villain? New super villain is Gog. And Gog has a stack ongoing, which is horrible, which means that it happens every turn. At the start of each player's turn, he discards a card unless he destroys a card in his discard pile. He discards a card unless he destroys a card in his discard pile. So at the start of every turn, I have to start of each player's turn, he discards a card unless he destroys a card in his discard pile. So either destroy a card in my discard pile or I discard the card. Okay. I mean, is that bad? Is that really bad? It's at the start of every turn, so. So discard a card or destroy a card in my discard pile. Let me make sure I'm reading that right. At the start of each player's turn, he discards a card unless he destroys a card in his discard pile. So do I get this Gog maybe destroy card? No, that was the stack I'm going. Yes. First appearance attack. Each player discards a random card. That player that discarded a card with the highest cost discards an additional card. Okay. Discards a random card. That was the stack I'm going. Sorry. Let's see here. For this one, discarding a random card. I'm gonna go with this. That's a weakness. Yay. Okay. And then random card, random card. Okay, we're gonna discard this. Start every player's turn. Discard a card or destroy a card from discard pile. I just don't think that would make any sense to me, especially for him to be 15. At the start of each player's turn, he discards a card unless he destroys a card in his discard pile. Do I destroy a card just because of GOG? Or do I have to like have something that destroys cards in my discard pile? I don't know. So complicated. I have to look it up. So I can destroy a card then? So I'm gonna just destroy this then. I'm gonna have to look that up. So yeah. Okay. Put equipment from your discard pile into your hand. That's great. Let's go with Hourglass, right? Okay. So then we're gonna play a bat signal, put a hero from your discard pile into your hand. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. I feel like he's supposed to be the last one, maybe. Because it's definitely going. Yeah, he's supposed to be the last one. Okay. So I'm gonna. Sorry, friends. This is a horrible, horrible thing I just did. Okay, so let's do Eclipso. First player attack. Each player destroys, discards a card for each villain in his hand. Okay. And he is 14 to attack. So I'm gonna put this back. And I don't have a villain in his hand. Discards a card for every villain in his hand. And I'm gonna put this back in my hand. I have to discard a card for every villain in my hand. So I have one villain. So I'm gonna discard this punch, and then there we go. Alright, I think we're back on track, friends. Okay. So bat signal, and I got John Jones. And so that's 2 power, and because of the equipment, that's 3 power. And let's see, this is 4 power, and I play second equipment, so I can draw a card. 4 power. And this tells me to copy the top part of the villain stack and put it back. Alright, you are considered to have the game text for each foe superhero foe discard. For each foe superhero, each foe discards top part of his deck. And you play each of discarded cards this turn and then return them to the discard pile. Oh my gosh, so much. Okay, so I have Bizarro's game text, which is great. So I have 2 weaknesses. I can draw a card. My discard pile. Do I have 2 weaknesses in my discard pile? I don't think I do because I have 1 in my hand. So, yep. But if I destroy a card, which it says I should do, right? Nope, then each foe discards the top card of their deck. I get to play a copy of that card. So I get +1. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I'm gonna do the same thing. Oops, 5. I'm gonna play Hourglass and do the same thing. 5, 6, 11, and a weakness. Oh my gosh, 11. All that for that. 11 and weakness. I'm gonna stick with this Mystic Bolt. So what does this do? This is plus 1 power. Put up 2 cards that cost 5 or less, and each with a different cost. You discard power into your hand. Put up to 2 cards that cost 5 or less, and each with a different cost from your discard pile into your hand. Oh my gosh. I don't understand this. Put up to 2 cards each with cost 5 or less, and each with a different cost. Okay, so basically I can't put 2 cards that cost 5 from my discard pile into my hand. I can put 2 cards that cost, I can put one that costs 4, one that costs 3 in my hand. But I can't put 2 cards that cost 3 in my hand. Okay, I get that now. So I have 11, right? So I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy a utility belt. Okay. Wow, that was a lot for that turn. That was a lot. Sorry, I just didn't understand GOG. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sure it, I don't know. Oh gosh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, okay. We have Captain Steel or Citizen Steel and T-Spheres. Okay. Alright. There's a lot going on. Okay. I'm gonna play Scythe. 2 power. Each foe gains weakness unless they reveal a starter or permanent from his hand. Okay. There's a starter in my hand. Okay, we're good. So no weakness here. Okay, so I get play the villains, I get to draw a card. I'm gonna draw a Scarecrow, 2+, so I have 4 attack, and each foe gets weakness. I'm trying to figure out if they have your defense. No, they don't, so again, weakness. Alright, 4 power. Draw a card, so I'm gonna draw a card. I'll play this 3 power. I'm gonna shuffle all cards that cost 1 or greater with this compound to my deck. They're all starters, so that doesn't work. So I have 7 power. I'm gonna play this to make destroy a card. My discard power, which I will do. You get +3 power, so I have 10 power. 10 power, and I have 5 power because I had location, so I have 15 power. I'm gonna take out Eclipso. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. What do we have? Oh, sorry. Next we have Ultra Humanite. And his first appearance attack, each player gains 2 weaknesses, 2 weakness cards, and puts them at the bottom of his deck. Let's see here. Do I have a defense against that? I probably don't. I do not. Okay. Let's see here. Do you have a defense against that? Probably don't either. Nope. Okay. So 2 weakness cards and put them at the bottom of my deck. Bottom. 2 weakness cards go on the bottom. Okay. Okay, utility belt for 2, and I get extra point because I have Nightwing. Except my universe is here. So it's 3 power, 1 ability. Three power, 4 power. I may put 2 cards from my discard pile on the bottom of my deck. Let's see here. So 4 power, 2 cards on the bottom of my deck. I think I know which two I want to put on the bottom of the deck. Put that one on the bottom of my deck, and then put Super Chink on the bottom of my deck. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so that's 4 power, 5 power. Put it here from discard pile into your hand, which is great. I'm going to play John Jones, of course. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 power, 10, 5 power, 7 power, gosh. And then John Jones, you can play the top card of the supervillain stack. The back. 2+ power, so what's that? 5, 7. 7 power, so I have 9 power. Put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of the deck and then draw that many cards. I already played all my cards, so I don't have any cards in my hand, so I can't do that. So I have 9 power, and Ultra Humanite is 12. 9 power. I'm gonna get these t-shirts because it's equipment, just because. Okay, for 6, I have 3 left over. So I'm gonna get a super speed, so I can have a defense card in there. Okay. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, super speed and a Suicide Squad. Okay. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, vulnerability, and 7, and this gets flipped over and the draw card because we're Arkham Asylum. So 7. And a Gentleman Ghost. Put any card will cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. You may pass a card from your hand into the discard pile of each foe. Okay. So let's see. Do I have a 0 cost cards in my discard pile? Put all cards. So these 2, and I can pass. So I'm gonna pass this over to them. I have 1 punch. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. With 8. Sure. Let's get this Gorilla Grodd for 5. And then let's get this Super Speed for 3. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we got an Nth Metal, and we got a Penguin. Okay. Okay. We're gonna play Nth Metal for 1 power. Top part of my deck, I may destroy it. I'm gonna destroy it. It's a punch. Destroyed. So, and I don't get the extra point because Nightwing is turned over because of Icicle. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 10. 10. That's what I have. I'm gonna get another Instrumental for 3. So I have 7. I'm gonna get this Citizen Steel for 5. So 2 left over. Yeah, nothing else I want. Alright, so Nightwing gets it back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Suicide Squad, and I can't really see Princess Diana at Themyscira. Okay. So we have Monument Point, and it's ongoing when you play your first punch during each of your turns. Draw a card. So that's great. So it gets put over here as another location. Alright. Green Arrow's bow. 2 supervillains cost 2 less to defeat this turn, so you cost 10 right now. So I have 5. And then I played a villain, so I guess you draw a card. I'm going to, so 6, I'm going to guess even. It is even as the punch. Yay. So 6, 7. I get to draw a card because of Monument Point. 8. 9. Are you kidding me? 9. Okay. And he costs 10 this turn for me. But because I only have 9. Oh, attack. Each foe puts a punch or vulnerability from its card pile on top of his deck. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I was trying to get that mixed up. Let's see if I have any punches in here. Pretty sure I do. If not, I do have vulnerabilities. Go on top of my deck. Oh, I didn't draw. Let me see if I have a defense. I said, see. No defense here. Okay. Alright, let's see. Punch or vulnerability. Punch. Yep, that's going on top of my deck. Okay. So I have 9. So with 9, I'm gonna buy this Diana Princess of Themyscira because gain all villains will cost 7 less than that. That's pretty awesome for me, especially. I have 2 left over. Nothing I can buy with 2. So we're done with this turn. 1, 2, 3. So I need to shuffle for 2. And we shall do so. Alright, 1, 2. And we have Starro. I have 3 power. That's it. 3 power, 3 punches. So I'm gonna buy this penguin. So there's that. Alright. 1, 2, 3. So I need to shuffle for 2. Alright, 1, 2. Okay. We have Bane. Alright. Okay. Let's play Eclipso. So I'm considered to have the game text of each foe's superhero. So I have the equipment thingy. And then each foe discards top part of your deck. So I get 2 plus power for that. So 2 power. 4 power. Attack each foe gains a weakness unless they reveal a starter in their hand. Starter in my hand. Okay. So I have 4 power, and because it's a villain, I get to draw a card. 4 power, 6 power. Each foe gains a weakness. Do I have a defense? No defense. So you gain weakness. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Play super power equipment this turn, get plus 3 power, or otherwise 1 power. So 7 power, and there's this. For 7 power, I'm gonna get Stir, because why not? Alright, there's that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know I have those 2 weaknesses in my hand. I'm gonna put those on top because I'm gonna get rid of them when it's my turn. Okay. Penguin. Alright, Mystic Bolts is 1 power, and I get to put 2 cards cost 5 or less, and with different costs. When I just go out of my hands, I get to put Catwoman in my hand, which is fine. So 2 power, put Bat Signal, pull a hero from my discard pile in my hand. There's no heroes in my discard pile. So it's 2 power, and I get +1 because I Nightwing. So that's 3 power, 3 power, 5 power, 6 power, 11 power, and a weakness. 11 power and a weakness. I'm gonna get another Penguin. 3. I have 8 power left. 1 short of taking out Alter Humanate. 8 power left. Okay, I'm gonna get Suicide Squads. All right, there we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Bat Signal and the Riddler and no Suicide Squad. Okay, so we're gonna play Gentleman Ghost. Put all cards cause. Oh shoot. Let's not play Gentleman Ghost. Let's get rid of these weaknesses first, and then let's draw a card. So let's play Diana Themyscira. It says, gain all villains will cost 7 or less in the lineup. So 1, 2, 3 come into my discard pile. Okay. Now let's play Gentleman Ghost, and then I can put all cards that cost 0 from my discard pile into my hands. Okay. And that would be none. I have no cards that cost 0 in my discard pile. And then you may pass a card from your hand to discard pile of each foe. So I'm going to pass that over. So I currently have no attack yet. So 3 power, and I'm going to flip you over Nightwing. 3 power, 5 power, and draw a card. Oh, and I played a villain, so I get to draw a card for that. So 5 power, and draw a card for the villain. And I did not play a punch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. And super villains cost 2 less, so you cost 10. The 10, so I'm going to take out Ultra Humanite. It's taken out. And bam. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's look at let's flip our lineup, and then let us look at our supervillain for its first appearance attack. And that supervillain is Cobra. And Cobra is 11 to fight. And first appearance attack, each player reveals the top 5 cards of his deck, and discards all cards that cost 1 or greater. Put the rest back in anywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a defense against that. So no defense here. So top 5 cards in my deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, and discard all those that cost 5 or greater. That's okay. Just discard this one. Anything else costs 0. Put the rest back in any order. Okay. Yep. All right. Defense. Do I have one? Do not. Okay. So top 5 cards. And discard those cost 5 or greater. Or costs 1 or greater? Yeah, 1 or greater. Sorry. Alright. Put the rest back in any order. Yep. Here we go. Oh. And these JSA or supervillains have some serious first appearance attacks, let me tell you. I just want to make sure I'm reading that right. These cards are cards that cost 1 or greater, put the rest back in. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, let us play Nightwing and flipped over, so weakness. So let's go ahead and play John Jones, and Cobra's thingy is draw 4 cards and discard 2 of those cards. 2 of those cards, okay. Draw 4 cards and discard 2 of those cards, okay. Well, I know what I'm discarding. I'm discarding those. Okay, I think I should play Nth Metal, because I knew it was coming up. So, Nth Metal, look at the top card of your deck. You may destroy it. Don't want to destroy it, but I get +1 power. Citizen, steal, draw a card. It's Robin. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand. I don't think I have any. Yes, I do have equipment in my discard pile. Sorry. Discard pile, equipment. Okay, utility belt here. Bat signal. Bat signal will be great, so I'm gonna get bat signal. Okay. All right. So that's 1, 2 power. 3 power, and let me put a hero from my discard pile into my hand. 3 power, and I'm gonna put Catwoman. 3 power. 5 power. 6 power. 7 power. Card. Choose another card will cost 6 or less, and you play this turn to enter, put that card into your hand. Pretty sure I did not do that last time, or put it into my hand. Okay, so yeah, so what did I say? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 power. 8 power. Don't want to destroy that. Okay, 8 power. Okay, 8 power. Okay, 8 power. I'm going to get this bat signal and get this Aquaman Trident. Okay. 2 more supervillains to go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can flip back over that wing. Oops. Alright. Killer Croc. Right, nope, it's Doomsday, I'm sorry. It looks like the similar art, so sorry about that. And Nth Metal. Okay. If you haven't seen my playthroughs, what I've been doing is I've just been leaving this up if I, finish, and then leaving it up for next round. So that way it makes it easier to kind of shuffle through. So, all right. Play this for 3 power, and I get to destroy a card from my hand or discard pile. Destroy a card from my destroy a card from my discard pile, and I don't know what's going on. No 0 cost cards in my discard pile. Okay, well then I just have to get rid of a kick then. So I'm going to destroy a kick. So I get 3 power, and when I destroy a card, I get a weakness. Okay. 3, 6, and it says you may shuffle all cards that cost 1 or greater from your discard pile into your deck. So that's pretty much everything except for this weakness. So that'll get shuffled into my deck. Alright, here we go. Weakness. Alright. So 6 power. I'm gonna guess even. 7 power. And it is odd, unfortunately. 7 power. And I played a villain, so I get to draw it. So that's good. Okay, 7 power. 8 power, so I play a punch, so I get to draw a card. 8 power. I'm considered to have and they discard the top card of the deck. So I get that. So I get 2 power. So I have 10 power. Get to gain all the villains. Gain and gain. And I control location, so I have 15 power. So I'm going to take this out for 11, right? And then so then I have 4 power left. Gonna get this Nth Metal because sure. Now we have Gog again. So start of first appearance attack. Each player discards a random card. Player that discarded the card with the highest cost discards an additional card. Okay. So let me get my hand first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully I have a defense. Okay. We got Clayface and Degaton, per Degaton, and Powering. Okay. Let's see if I have a defense. I do have a defense. I get to discard that, and I draw 2 cards. I'm gonna do it. 2. Okay. Let's see if I have a defense. And I do not have a defense, so I discard a random card. And because I discarded the highest, I have to discard another card. Well, okay. So, discard a random card. It's the Scythe gets discarded, so I didn't discard another card. Discard that. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me start ongoing again. At the start of each player's turn, he discards a card unless he destroys a card in his discard pile. So I can destroy a card in my discard pile. I figure since it's the last one, that they're probably like, yeah, destroy cards. Destroy a card in my discard pile. I'm going to destroy this weakness. So I'm good. So I have to discard or destroy. Okay. Okay. Let's play Nth Metal. Look at the top card of my deck. I may destroy it. I'm going to destroy it. It's a punch. And I also get 1 point because it's Nightwing. So I have 2 power. 2 power. 3 power. Put a hero from my discard pile into my hand. 3 power. John Jones will be any good to me this time because there is no thingy that he hits because he's the last villain. So I'm just gonna take Catwoman again. Because she's supposed to power. So 3 power. 5 power. 6 power. Put 2 cards from discard pile at the bottom of my deck. Sure, let's go with this super speed. And let's go with this ink metal. I'm just guessing right now. Okay, those are at the bottom of my deck. Okay. And then, oh, 6 power, right? 6 power. And I played another equipment so I get to draw a card. Okay. 6 power, 7 power, 8 power. I'm gonna choose punch. So it says choose a card name, reveal top 2 cards to the deck, put all cards of the name into your hand, the rest top. So punch I called, so I have 1 punch. That's a weakness. That's a weakness. So those get put right here, and I get the punch. So, oh gosh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. 11 and a vulnerability, okay? 11 and a vulnerability. So I'm gonna grab the super strength for 7. I have 4 left. Sure, let's get Clayface. Now I'm looking at victory points because okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm gonna refill this lineup. And it's a Liberty Bell and a Poison Ivy. Okay. So I have to discard a card or draw or destroy a card in my discard pile. Okay. I'm going to destroy a card in my discard pile maybe. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy this weakness because it's not gonna be any different right now. So destroy that. And play this for 2. And then play the villain so I get to draw a card. Shoot. Okay. Each foe chooses and discards a card. 2 power, so that's 4 power. Chooses and discards a card. Okay. I'm going to discard this weakness because I don't want that in my hand. Alright. 4 and 6, and each foe gains weakness. You know, it's fun, right? Okay. So that's 6. And then so we're gonna pay 3. So you may pay 3 if you do gain the top card of the main deck and use that ability any number of times this turn. Use this ability any number of times this turn. So I gain the top card of the main deck, and it's a Kid Flash. That sucks. Cause I paid 3 to get a 2-cost card. You know what, let's do it again, sure. And it's a Cape Cow. Okay, it's a defense card, so that's fine. I mean, we only have this is only the you can't defend against stack ongoing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need to destroy a card in my discard pile. That's easy. Destroy that. Okay. So I have a weakness and 2 kicks. So that's 4 and 3. So I have 7. Oh, 7. Bye bye. It's utility belt for 3. And it's by kick for 3. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Girl power. Okay, I need to destroy a card. Discard a card or destroy a card from my discard pile. I'm going to destroy this punch, so therefore I gain a weakness. Okay. Should I have gained a weakness for last time? Did I destroy something last time? I did. I destroyed weakness, so I should have gained a weakness. So I'm going to turn in these 2 weaknesses to draw a card. It's a vulnerability. Okay. Okay. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna play Super Speed to draw a card. 3 power and Nightwing gets flipped over. And I play the villain, so I get to draw a card. 3 power, draw a card. 6 power, and your 5 power, okay. So 8 power and put any number of cards in my hand at the bottom of my deck and then draw that many cards. So I'm gonna put these 2 and draw 2. So 8, 9, 10, 13. Put all 0 costs. Discard pile into your hand. So I have 13. Seriously? Can get 2 more attack. 13. I don't have any 0 cost cards in my discard pile. I don't have a hand. Okay, so 13. Jeez, that sucks. Okay, 13. So let's get this girl power for 5. So I have 8 left. Get Poison Ivy. Let's get Perdegaton. Okay. See, this is gonna be a pain. If I played a punch, I should have drawn a card. Okay, it's vulnerability, so it's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Destroy a card in my discard pile or discard a card. Unless we fill that up first, Monty. We have Dr. Midnight and Utility Belt and Man of Steel. I'm gonna play this for 2. And then I'm gonna play Penguin, draw 2 cards, and choose and discard 2 cards from the hand. Okay. So I need to shuffle my discard pile in order to get a deck. Okay, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards from my hand. Okay. Okay, so this John Jones really is nothing for me right now, so I'm gonna discard that. I need to discard another one. Ew. I'm gonna discard this into metal because I don't need to destroy cards anymore. So then I'm gonna play another penguin, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Looking for power right now. I'm gonna discard the Citizen Steel. And oh my gosh, just super speed. Ugh. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. The top card of my deck, if it costs 1 or greater. Of course it doesn't. So 6. I have 6 right now. 6. 6. Okay, this for 5 because it can bring Gog down. Because 15 is ridiculous. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get this back over. Okay. And we have a high-tech hero. Alright, so we're going to play Starro. Each foe discards top card of his deck. Play all 9 location cards discard this way. Alright. So I get +2. So I get 2 power. And play the villains, I get to draw a card. So I have to shuffle my deck. Okay, draw a card. Sorry, that was in my way. Draw a card. Alright. Power, I like power. So I played Starro. I'm gonna play 2, so I have 4 power. And then super villains cost 2 less to be discerned, so he costs 13. So I have 4 power. 4 power, 5 power. Show up as a punch vulnerability from top of discard on top of the deck. So let's see here. 5 power. There is no punch vulnerability. So there's that. Okay. So 5 power. Please let me get it. 5 power. 6 power, and I played a punch, so my only point lets me draw a card. 6 power. 9 power. Are you kidding me? 12 power. And he costs 13. 2 less. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 12 power. So I'm gonna buy this man steel for 8. I'm gonna get this power. I'm gonna get this document Knight for 4. That's crazy. So I have 9 power. This is where Vandal Savage came in handy with the extra 1 power ongoing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's replenish the lineup. And we have Robin. And we have Heat Vision. Okay, I'm gonna play T-Spheres and 2 power, sorry, 3 power. Choose a name, card name. I'm gonna call on I'm gonna call on Super Strength. And 3 cards. Yay! And so that goes in my hand. These go back in any order. Okay, so I have 3 power, 4 power, put an equipment from discard pile into my hand. Okay, 4 power. Put a power ring in my hand. Okay, 4 power. And for the top part of my deck, it does cost 3 greater. So that's 7 power, 8 power, 7 power, so I get to draw a card. Okay. Yay. 7 power, 10 power, 15 power. Oh my gosh. 16 power. Thank God. 16 power. And I'm going to buy this for 15, and that is the end of the game. So I'm gonna pause it because I need to count, I guess. Let's leave it on the count, and then I should edit later. No, I'm gonna pause it. Okay. Let's need to get up. All right. So I'm gonna count, and then we'll see who goes on. Oops, didn't mean to move that. All right, so we're back. I counted everybody's victory piles or everybody's deck, and with a score of 59 to 72, Bizzaro advances to the next round. So continue to watch for more champion stuff if you want to, if you're interested. I know I'm a little boring because I don't really talk a whole lot during in between shuffles, because I have to concentrate really hard on like what's points and all that stuff. But yeah, so Bizzaro moves on to the next round. Nightwing to put up a good fight, but that icicle kept freezing Nightwing's ability, so that kind of put a wrench in his play. But yeah, so that is my DC deck building tournaments champions round 2. Now I know how to really work those supervillains. I'm gonna be a lot faster, a lot better. So thanks for watching. All right, bye.